September is World Suicide Prevention Month. Now, suicide impacts people of all ages and backgrounds here in our country. According to Stats Canada, each year, more than 4,000 people in Canada commit suicide, which is equivalent to 12 people dying each and every day. The Mental Health Services team lead with the University of Lethbridge, Bryan Bullock, explains what leads some to try and take their own lives and what mental health supports are available.
It's this lack of choice or, just this stuckness potentially. But then again, not everyone goes to thoughts of suicide. There is a fair amount of supports out there. So I would say in that regard, like whether that's the hospital, going to emergency room, the crisis intervention team, or, if someone's just needing support and somewhere safe to be, that could be the crisis beds. There's private counseling options. There's community agencies as well. So there's some free or subsidized counseling options. We always make those efforts. I think those are more of those preventative efforts that are continually made, whether that's health promotion, whether that's just awareness, whether that's resilience. Then the other thing I always think of is just building up our suicide safer communities. So I just think the more knowledgeable, the more comfortable we as a group, as a society can become just talking about it, supporting it. Some of those natural supports, whether that's spiritual leaders, religious leaders, family, friends, neighbors.
According to Stats Canada, each day more than 200 people in Canada attempt suicide. The research also says the risk for suicide is mostly in men and boys and people serving federal sentences. Women have higher rates of self-harm. Experts say self-harm can be a risk factor for suicide as well.